Whether one will admit it or not, I believe we all have in our fallen sinful nature a resistance toward God, some more than others. So much so, in fact, that some cannot fathom the idea of a God being real. They've pushed the concept of him so far down their subconscious that the idea of God's existence is now foreign to them. They've deceived themselves. Now, who am I to come to this conclusion? Well, don't listen to me. The Apostle Paul states that God's existence is apparent to all men through his creation. In Romans chapter 1, verse 20, it says, "For his invisible attributes, namely, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world, in the things that have been made, so they are without excuse." Self-deception is a real thing and is defined as a motivated and conscious false belief held simultaneously with a conflicting, unconscious true belief. According to scholars at Yale and Harvard, self-deception is quite common and could be an instinct to prevent the liar from emitting nonverbal cues of guilt, which would minimize the cognitive load associated with lying and reduce retribution via pleas of ignorance. For example, there was a girl. Secretly, she was being abused by her stepfather at a young age. She later grew up seemingly normal, but something tragic was lurking inside. Something that would have destroyed her long ago if it hadn't been for the fact that she buried those memories deep within her subconscious. At 21, she was a happy girl if you were to ask her. But as time went on, she began to suffer anxiety, depression, and even thoughts of ending her life. Finally, she went to see someone about her issues, and what she found was horrible. With time and practice, she found the source of her lifelong angst. Her evil stepfather had done such horrible things to her, and as a young, innocent girl, all she knew how to do was suppress the thoughts and move on. After facing the truth, she learned how to come to terms with it over the years, eventually leading a happy life, married with young children of her own, all because she faced a truth that her own mind had hidden from her for so long. You see, self-deception is actually a natural instinct, allowing us to function daily without the constant barrage of guilt that we would otherwise experience if we were truly honest with ourselves. When we are saved in Christ, we come to terms with our past transgressions. We accept responsibility for them rather than burying them deep within our subconscious, and this leads us to the cross. From managing our every move to producing dreams and hiding tragic memories, the mind is complex, much more than we can imagine. The point is, man, in his fallen nature, has every reason in the world to hide the truth about God, because the truth is, man is condemned. And this reality makes it so much easier for man to ignore the truth and be their own God. In Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9, it says, "The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Who can understand it?"